Now here's the first pitch. And he pops up the bunt attempt. A runner at first with no outs here. He's ready now, the pitch. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is high. The throw not in time as he steals second.
And this is all about a table setter at the top of the lineup doing his job perfectly. Gets on base to start the ball game. Now he's into second on the stolen base, and they're off to a fast start here early on.
Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now after the stolen base, any thought of a bunt here to get him to third?
This early, I don't really see the need. I mean, then you're saying we just want to play for one.
Yeah, I think later on in a tight ball game, maybe you might see a bunt, or if you're in the bottom of the lineup. But here, I agree with DK. Just let him have it.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. 2-2 pitch on the way. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Ready with another 2-2. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. The next 3-2. And he pops him up back behind second base. And Kendrick will make the play on it for the first out.
Well, sometimes when you miss with your location, it actually works to your benefit. This pitch is further up than I think he wants it, but hey, it works out for him.
Michael Franco get his first opportunity now, and as you can see, he enters play with that average up near the 320 mark. Here's the first pitch now from Anderson. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. And now a check swing, but did he hold up in time? No, swung the bat, says Clyde Washington. It's strike 1. Ready now on 1-1. And this will be fouled away. Here comes the 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. He's set, now the pitch. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, he's got a base open, but I don't think you want to put 2 men on for that guy in the very first inning. No thanks.
Three and 2, here it is. Now a swing and a fly ball. And he'll make the catch on the warning track as he just stuck his glove up in midair and hoped for the best that time, and there are 2 away now. Adrian Beltre will stand in now, and as you can see there, he comes in currently ranked 7th in RBIs in the National League. Now here's the first pitch. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike 1. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
From the stretch. Oh, and that is right right down the middle for strike two.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Now the 0-2 to Beltran. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Here comes a 1-2. And this is popped high in the air back behind short. Rollins is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out of potential trouble. So a good job on the mound there as he'll strand the runner at third in the opening half inning. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Now the starting lineup for Don Mattingly's Los Angeles Dodgers. It looks like this. They'll go to work against the most valuable player from the 2008 World Series, the changeup specialist, left-hander Cole Hamels. Now we'll look at the way the Phillies will line up behind him. Howie Kendrick will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. EK, you take a look at our visitors as they enter play here this evening. They've been on a real nice run of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games.
They've been good away from home here, too. They've won 3 of their first 4 on this road trip, and that's a sign that these guys are really coming together as a ball club.
And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. Justin Turner will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. First pitch coming. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And therefore it is Utley as that becomes out number 2.
Maybe a pitch here that he's trying to do a little too much with. He just can't get on top of it. Winds up and he's pop out.
Adrian Gonzalez will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Ball 1. The next pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And on the mound here, you got to make sure you pitch to the shift. You don't want to make it easier for a guy to go the other way on you.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now the 2-0 home. That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
Ready with the 2-1. And he lays off the circle change here as he moves into the driver's seat, 3-1.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
Here he comes, 3-1. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Yeah, and that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Here's Scott Van Slyke as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He comes in at 262 on the year, 6 home runs, 10 RBIs. He's set, now the pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
This is the trouble when you're facing a guy like this. You get into a hole, and now you don't know what to look for. He's got 4 pitches he could turn to here.
He's ready, now the pitch. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
Now the 1-2. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. A runner on first with 2 away. He'll try again, 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, that was outside, but it's right where he wants that pitch to be. If you do take that thing, there's no guarantee that it won't be called strike 3.
Here he comes on 2-2. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Yeah, and you know, he just couldn't put him away here with 2 strikes. He goes to the fastball, hoping to get out of the inning. But this is hit pretty hard, and now he's got a second man on base to deal with, 2 away.
At the plate is Andre Ethier, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in, so you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
The 1-0. Oh, in trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
2-0 count, the pitch. Outside, 3-0 now. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
Is on the way. That one's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but still a long road back from here.
Here he comes on 3-1. Swing and a miss, and the count goes full, 3-2. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are, so the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
That's the second walk he's allowed here in the first inning. And I have a feeling if you ask his manager, he's going to say that that's way too many already. You can't go giving away base runners or you're going to find yourself in a big hole early on.
Yasmani Grandal will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 7 games. Boy, arctically cold. First pitch on the way. And a uppercut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
Comes set. Now the pitch. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Well, this would be a big break for him here in the first inning if he can get out of this.
Comes set. Now the pitch. And he wastes a fastball high there. 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Here's the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
And he struck him out, and the threat will go by the boards here in the home half of the first. A couple of walks, but no damage. An inning in the books, no score on the show. Darren Ruff will stand in to start things out, with his guys pretty fortunate to get out of that last half inning with the game still scoreless.
Yeah, they were able to dodge a bases-loaded situation. That could have gotten out of hand quickly, so maybe they can calm their guy down a bit by getting a couple runs here.
Here's the first offering. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0 on the way. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. The 1-1. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
1-2. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. The 2-2. Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. The 2-2 one more time. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Due up next is Salvador Perez. Here's the payoff pitch. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Well, I'll tell you what, this won't look like a whole lot in the box score, but anytime you can make a pitcher use up 8 pitches to get you out, you've done your job as a hitter.
Salvador Perez will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Here's the first offering. And a ball 1-0.
Close pitch. Maybe just off the plate, but if it was, it wasn't by more than half an inch or so.
1-0. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Perez waiting on the 1-1. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
There's the lefty's offering on 1-2. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Here's another 1-2. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but foul. Again, a 1-2. Swing, and I believe this one is going to find the seats as well. It does, so quite a battle here as it remains 1-2. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
A little surprising he missed that badly on 3-2. You hate to get into a position to put a guy away and then lose him to a hit by pitch.
In now, Xavier Paul. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. The average sits at 294, 8 home runs, and 25 driven in. The 1-0 home. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. One on the way. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. The 1-2 with one away. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with 1 away.
Stepping in now, Chase Darno. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. Still without a home run and 4 RBIs. The 1-0. Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. No score here as we play inning number 2. The 1-1. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1.
This is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Here it comes, 2-1. Right field. Ethier in a few steps as he takes it, 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Cole Hamels will get a shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 2. First pitch to him. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one.
Let's get him out.
Now the 1-0. This is hit on the ground but foul. Two men are on with 2 men out. One pitch on the way. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
This guy is almost no threat up at the plate. I mean, you could get away with fastballs right down the middle if you wanted to. Let's go.
2-1. Lined into left center. And a leap it short, but it's over his glove, and it could be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner will score from second. And he'll make it as well. And they will hit the board first here. It's now 2-0.
And this right here, this is all about picking up your teammate. The last guy's up there with one away. He doesn't get the job done. Now he's in the dugout feeling like he's let his guys down. So what do? You pick him up by driving both guys in with a double. And that's how you build team chemistry right there.
Here's Ben Revere. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. One-0 pitch now. Here's a hard hit ball to second, caught by Kendrick. Unlucky that time, and that ball will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Phillies 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Jimmy Rollins will start things out. Bottom third of the order, 7, 8, and 9 to start out the home half of the second.
And they probably still can't believe they didn't get anything out of that first inning. They got the bases loaded, but just couldn't cash in.
First pitch coming. Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1. 1-0 on the way. On a great pitch there, caught in reach, and it's 1-1.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Hamels ready with the 1-1. And a swing by Rollins, and this is on the ground out to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
Batting 8, center fielder, Miguel Ramirez.
Miguel Ramirez will stand in. It comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First offering on the way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
The pitch. Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
The 2-2 coming. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, one thing you learn real quick as a rookie, you don't get any easy at-bats at this level. You got to be thinking up there every single pitch, because guys up here, they'll tear you apart if you don't.
Into the box now, Brett Anderson. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Now the pitch.
Nope.
And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1. Here's the 1-1.
Here we go.
Here's a hard hit ball up the middle, and Hamels can only watch it as it's into center field for a base hit.
And anytime you send your pitcher up there with 2 away, you want him to at least give you a little bit of a battle up there. But he does way more than that. He singles here to turn the lineup over.
Howie Kendrick will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. First pitch coming. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 out with the man at first. Now the 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
And that's not a sight you want to see this early as a starting pitcher. 40 pitches already.
Has a look. Now the pitch. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Here's the 2-2 offering. And a swing and a miss, as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. Dodgers leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. Back alongside Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, and Chase Utley getting set to start things out here in the Phillies half of the inning. And here's the first pitch. Well, he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Right, especially starting off an at-bat.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
All right, Dodgers, woo!
The 1-2. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. Here comes a 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Full count pitch on its way. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
If he could have been just a little more patient there, he would have had a leadoff walk. Instead, he chases it out of the zone here and winds up costing him.
Into the box, Maikel Franco, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. One out, nobody on. Now here's the pitch. And that misses 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Here comes the 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
Here now the 2-2. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Here's another 2-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, what's the best way to make sure that cleanup guy doesn't get to hit with runners on base? How about back-to-back strikeouts? That'll do the job.
Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Well, we've mentioned it already, but look at the pitch count here in the third inning. He's almost completely out of gas already.
Here's the 1-0. And a bouncing ball, foul. Here's the 1-1 now to Beltre. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. A 2-1 offering. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Sets the 2-2 pitch. On the ground to third. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Justin Turner will come forward to lead things off here for the Dodgers, with Adrian Gonzalez due to hit next. Here's the first pitch to him. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's a 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. In there, 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Here comes the 2-1. Now a swing and a chance for the third baseman, Beltre. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, 1 away. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And stepping in now, the slugging first baseman, Adrian Gonzalez. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Here's the 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Yeah, they're being really careful with this guy. Remember, they walked him the first time around, and now they're behind 2-0 to him right here.
Here we go.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
Here's the 2-1 to Gonzalez. Fouled straight back. Now the 2-2 pitch. Doesn't offer it the circle change there, and it goes full 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
Here's the full count offering. Well done as he takes this the other way and laces it into left field. A base hit.
Well, even when you keep him in the ballpark, he can be trouble. Here he's right on this pitch, and he smokes it into left field for a solid single.
Here's Scott Van Slyke. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Good arm action on the circle change, swung on and missed. 0-2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
pause. Now the pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Now the 1-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, you know, Eric and I like to talk a lot about pitchers keeping hitters off balance at the plate. And this is an excellent illustration of what we're talking about. Now, we didn't like to be off balance at the plate, but this is what you get. He goes fast, then slow, fast, then slow. They never give him the same pitch or the same speed twice in a row. And that's how you keep a guy's timing all messed up.
At the plate is Andre Ethier. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it in fact lands in the corner, foul. He's ready now, the pitch. And this is lifted the other way to left center. Paul under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1 left for LA. They trail it here 2-0. Darren Ruff will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Darren Ruff.
Here's the first pitch now from Anderson. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Here comes a 1-2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Here's the 2-2 home. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3. Due up next is Salvador Perez. And the pitch. Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single. And now he has some trouble with it in center.
Yeah, nothing too special about a ground ball single up the middle here. But if you keep putting the ball in play like they've been doing, good things have a tendency to happen. We'll see if this gets them started.
Salvador Perez will try it again. He was hit by a pitch his first time.
That's right, LA.
Now the first pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. From the belt, the pitch. He's running towards second. Chopper, foul.
Hey, let's turn it go.
He's set, now the pitch. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
Well, you know, when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah, that thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
In now, Xavier Paul, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. From the stretch. Ball 1.
Inside.
the 1-1 pitch. Runners on the move for second. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. One, two. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
Chase Darno will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Now here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. He waits. Now the pitch. Hit on the ground to shortstop. Knee high, he barehands it. They'll go the short way to Kendrick at second, and that'll be that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Phillies lead this one 2-0. Yasmani Grandal will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. Now here it comes. Lays off 1-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Here comes the 1-0. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now the 2-1 pitch. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. Darno has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
And, you know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his bat. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. It looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Jimmy Rollins will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Now the first pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Pitch on the way. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. You know, take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
Here's the 1-2. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
Center fielder
Miguel Ramirez will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. Now here's the first pitch. There's that circle change of his, but it's outside for ball 1. The next pitch. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
2-0 on the way. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
You know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. That's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
Had the red light there, and it's 3-1.
And we've seen a lot of that pitch here in the first 4 innings, and it's been real effective for him, and that's another example right there.
3-1 on the way. And, oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Here's a ball skied in the air near the line, back behind first. Ruff is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So Hamels had it work in that half of the inning. His guys lead it 2-0. Cole Hamels will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
The pitcher, number 35, Cole Hamels.
Some action in the Dodger bullpen now, as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1.
He's already hurt him once, so maybe you don't want to be leaving that down the middle.
The 1-1 home. And that's taken for a called strike 2. There's the lefty's offering on 1 and 2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2 and 2. Two-two pitch on the way. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Ben Revere will dig in. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. Now the pitch. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
Well, we've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his MO throughout the first half of this game.
Ready now on 1-1. Tries to drag his way on here, but now he's behind 1 and 2. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here he comes on 2 and 2. And the 2-2 is taken the other way on the ground to third. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and making his way in is the second baseman, Chase Utley. First pitch on the way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
And now a pitch on the way. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. The next 0-2. started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. Phillies down in order, but they're on top 2-0. Darwin Barney will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 30, Darwin Barney.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Start your dog. Start your dog, kid.
1-0 on the way. And 2-0 as this one's taken low. Here's Hamels now on 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. A little shaky here to start the fifth.
Yeah, he shouldn't be too tired. You figure he'll settle back in sooner or later.
Here comes the 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
The 3-1 is on the way. Here's a shot over the second baseman's head, and that's going to plug the gap. Good for extra bases. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he gets in there standing. He's got himself a double.
Well, neither offense has really made a huge impact so far, but finally maybe a little sign of life. Drives this ball for 2 bases, and even though they've had trouble scoring runs, they're not out of this thing by a long shot. A couple more of these could get them right back into it.
Here's Howie Kendrick. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He's at second with his 4th double here on the season. The 1-0. 2-0 now.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
Now the 2-0 pitch to Kendrick. And a bouncing ball, foul. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
You can't try to outthink him up there. Just get a good pitch and square it up.
Advance him. Let's get something going.
The 2-2. Full count, 3-2.
Oh, he just about found the back door with that one. Just maybe an inch or 2 away.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. Justin Turner will stand in, and his guys have got something cooking now with 2 on and nobody out.
And down by 2, this is a good opportunity to try to put yourselves level.
You can do it.
Here's the first offering. Too low, 1-0.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
One-0. Swing and a line drive to left. Paul has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Well, I thought the shutout was going to be over once I saw this ball hit. But the ball does wind up being pretty much right at him, and he's able to get a glove on it and keep him out of the run column.
Here's Adrian now, as he'll take a look at ball one.
They clear the DP.
The 1-0 home. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Does he dare go fastball here? 2-0.
I think he's got to.
First and second now, one man out. Maybe trouble now. Here's the 2-0. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here's the 2-1 pitch. He goes the other way as this is hit well out toward deep left field. Runner tags from second as the catch is made here shy of the track. Around third and being waved on home. And they are on the board as the run scores from second to make this a 2-1 game now.
And that's a good job in that situation. You love a base hit, but hey, bottom line, you've got to produce a run, and you did.
Scott Van Slyke will stand in now. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's the first offering. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Now the 1-0. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
And he's got to be up there thinking, come on already. Give me something to hit.
Now the 3-0 offering. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Not turned loose there. I thought that he might be swinging with 2 away, but apparently not.
Now the 3-1 pitch. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and the guy moves up into scoring position here.
Andre Ethier. See what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 5. First pitch coming. And he takes ball 1.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
Here's the 1-0 now to Ethier. Now a hard liner toward short. But this won't get by the shortstop as he's there to take it in for the 3rd out. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Sergio Santos will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound. Michael Franco will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. One 0 pitch now. Off the plate again, and it's 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
Here comes the 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0. One thing that man right there will not tolerate: leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
The 3-0. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. Now the 3-1. 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
Boy, if he can get him right here, coming back from 3-0, what a way to start the inning that would be.
The 3-2 pitch. Now a ball hit fouled off to the right and up into the crowd. The 3-2 one more time. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And the sixth inning opens with a flyout, one away.
Well, this will wind up nothing more than a pop-out in the scorebook. But what won't go unnoticed in that dugout is that he battled for an awfully long time there. That takes a lot of energy out of a guy when he's got to throw that many pitches.
So the bases are empty with one away for Adrian Beltre. Has some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begins throwing. First pitch to him. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
This is a pretty simple play for a catcher right here. It's a nice pitch, and it looks like he might have chopped it right down off a home plate. You can see the catcher get out of his crouch, take it on one big hop, and then just make the good strong throw to first to get him easily.
Stepping in now, Darren Ruff, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
When he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
Now here's the pitch. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Phillies 2 and the Dodgers 1. Yasmani Grandal will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far.
Yasmani Grandal.
First pitch coming. Oh, he checked his swing there and pops this one up. Now the pitch. Down and away, ball 1.
Water. Get your water here.
Hamels ready with the 1-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. 2-2. Swing hard liner to left center. And a leap is short, but it's over his glove, and it could be extra bases. And he has started the home sixth with a leadoff double.
Well, this guy's been in desperate need of anything, something. Give him something positive. So this is just what the doctor ordered. It's a mistaken location, no doubt about that. But when a guy's scuffling, this is like a gift from heaven, as he jumps all over it and drives it for 2 bases.
Jimmy Rollins get an opportunity now following the leadoff double.
And with his guys down by a run, at the very least, you need to try to shoot something to the right side. Hopefully get that runner over to third with 1 out.
And there's the fastball by Hamels, good for strike 1.
Well, obviously, you want a base hit here and hopefully tie this game. But a ground ball to the right side, that wouldn't be so bad either.
Move the runner along.
Has a look, now the pitch. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. Good time to take something off, but it's 2-1 now. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Ball 3 now to Rollins. 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Here comes the 3-1. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
I think the sound you hear right now might be that train whistle pulling into the station for the final time. Look, he's giving his all out there, but you start to get the sense that this guy may have reached the end of the line.
Here's the Philadelphia manager on his way out to the mound now. And a change is forthcoming, as that'll be all here for Cole Hamels. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score. Justin DeFreitas is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season. Miguel Ramirez will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. First pitch coming. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. He's set, now the pitch. That's popped up, out towards short right field. And there to take it is Utley for route number 1. In the dirt, and he can't quite dig it out.
One thing this kid's going to find out is that everything speeds up at the major league level. Those pitches that you were on top of in AAA, they have a tendency to get on top of you much quicker now. You got to learn to adjust.
Juan Uribe will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Comes set, now the pitch. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. 1 there. On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. One hit, one left. Seventh inning coming up. It's the Phillies 2 and the Dodgers 1. Back here at Dodger Stadium. It's on to the seventh inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far.
Your attention, please. Now
And we'll have a new pitcher here as the hard-throwing Brandon League enters the mix. Salvador Perez will stand in here to start the seventh in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Salvador Perez.
Swing better.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. The 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. The 1-1. Chopper foul. Right-hander deals on 1-2. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And the pitch. That's toward the gap in right center, and he may get himself extra bases here to start the inning. Around first, Perez on his way for second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, these guys know the deal from the offensive standpoint. They've got to add on to give their bullpen just a little more breathing room. And this is a good start as he jumps all over this one and drives it for 2 bases.
Into the box now, Xavier Paul, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on it, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Don't let him score.
He's ready now. The pitch, grounded foul off to the right. From the belt, kicks and deals. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Yeah, this pitch is just nowhere near the target. You see it run in and catch him right about thigh high. I have a feeling the bruise will be worse than the pain. That'll leave a nice rainbow for a good couple of weeks.
Standing in now, Chase Darno, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
And the Phils know that one key hit here could make a big impact on the outcome of the ball game.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. From the belt, the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
One on the way. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Here he comes on 2-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Here's the 2-2 offering. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time.
Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
Now another 2-2. Line hard, but foul. Another try at 2-2. And he gets under this one and, in fact, breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. The 2-2 coming. Ball swung on and lifted in the air with some carry out towards left center. And that is down for extra bases as this will get one home and maybe two. And the runner will score from second. And a relay to the plate. And he is in to score as well. Two big insurance runs there as they've upped the lead now to 3.
Oh, and a crucial at-bat right there. And that's what they call delivering when the pressure's on as they plate 2 more here and move that lead to 3 now.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
And a new pitcher set to come on now as they turn things over to the finesse left-hander J.P. Howell. Dominic Brown will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 9, Dominic Brown.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Well, you see there on the graphic, that gives him 5 doubles now on the year. From the stretch. And he misses with it, 1-1. One pitch on the way. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. A runner at second, nobody out. Here comes the 1-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Well, that's all about playing the percentages there. They bring the left-hander out of the bullpen to get the better matchup, and he obliges with the big strikeout.
Here's Ben Revere as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
The second baseman, number 26.
Chase Utley step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance of redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. He can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
First offering on the way. This ball will be chopped foul. He waits. Now the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Nice going up.
Here's the 1-1. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
Now the 2-1. Now a swing and little pop-up here right behind home plate. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Here now the 2-2. Now here's a little tapper down that third base line, and this could be a tough play. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw goes to third. The tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Bottom of the 7th inning upcoming in L.A. Get up and stretch. Philadelphia's on top, 4-1. Genmar Gomez will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Genmar Gomez.
Howie Kendrick will dig in now. Hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw over by Utley, 1 away.
Well, that's pretty nice. You come into a ball game, you throw 1 slider, and you get yourself an out. Now that'll help you settle right into the game.
Justin Turner will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around. Here's the first pitch to him. And look out. That might have got him right in the chest. And now, fortunately, they will get an out here. So an unfortunate turn of events for him here as he's going to be forced to leave the game due to injury. And hopefully it's nothing that keeps him out of commission for too long. Jake Diekman will be summoned now to take over following the injury.
Number 63, Jake Diekman.
Adrian Gonzalez will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now the first pitch. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. Here it comes. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Got him. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They trail it 4-1. Chase Utley will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Leading off for Philadelphia, second baseman, Chase Utley.
Here's the pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Pitch on the way. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. So 1-1. Here's a hard hit ball ripped down the first base line. Look at the stop. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. What a play. Michael Franco will stand in now. He's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. And here's the first pitch. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Now here it comes. Well hit high in the air and deep to center field. Ramirez is under this one. And that's out number 2.
And the fact that they're playing no doubles defense might have helped him out right here. This is a much tougher play if he's at his regular depth, but he ranges back to put this one away.
Adrian Beltre will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Now here's the first pitch. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. And now a pitch on the way. And he looks like a new man out there as this is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. Throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Now the 0-2 to Beltre. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
Now the 1-2. And a bouncing ball, foul. Another 1-2 delivery. Now a ball rolled foul toward first as he stays alive. Here he comes again, 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
For as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Darren Ruff will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. Now here's the first pitch. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Here's the 1-0. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Boy, and this is why you're trying to get yourself into good hitters counts. This is just right down the middle on 2-0, and swinging at this should be your reward, but he decides to let it go.
Ready on 2-1. Ball 3. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
2 out with the man at first. The 3-1 coming. This is a hard hit ball back up the middle, and he's going to have his second hit tonight as it's into center field for a base hit.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. He's ready. Now the pitch. Another sinker here, but this one's over for strike 1. Here comes the 1-1. Into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
And you know, as a hitter, you're seeing the ball so well when you can take a pitch like that and square it up and just hammer it right back up the middle.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
So a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here. Some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. In now, Xavier Paul, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you got to suck it up.
Here's a 1-0. Off the plate again. 2-0 now.
Well, you got the matchup you wanted, but that's not going to amount to much if you can't throw strikes.
The 2-0. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
I think he saw stars in his eyes there. He was thinking grand slam on that one.
The 2-1 home. Good fastball that time as he's pulled the count back to even now. It's 2-2.
Yeah, that pitch is still up a little bit, but at least this one was out on a corner. And I don't think I'd want to be making a living up there too much.
A deep breath. Now the 2-2. Chopper foul. 2 out, bases loaded. Here comes a 2-2. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. Phillies leave them loaded as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Scott Van Slyke will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
This whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's the first offering. Sinkers in there. No balls and a strike.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Now here's the pitch. That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count. Now the pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Come on, let's get a hit.
Here comes a 1-2. Inside for a ball, so he misses with 2 straight here, and it's back to 2-2.
Get it out of here.
Now the 2-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. At the plate is Andre Ethier. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
Here's the 1-0 now to Ethier.
Yep,
That's wide, 2-0. One out, nobody on. Here comes the 2-0. And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Right on the corner, 2-2.
Hard to call that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup at 88. That's a fastball for a lot of guys in this league.
Two pitch on the way. And look out as this bat shatters on impact. And no one will get this one. Here's another 2-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the frame with back-to-back strikeouts here. 3 in a row going back to the last inning, and there are 2 away.
Hard to do much better than this. I mean, here are the only 3 batters he's faced since coming on. Strikeout, strikeout, and strikeout. Boy, that is flat dealing there.
Yasmani Grandal will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back them are by the batter.
Now the first pitch. This is up the middle, and it's going to get into center field. It's a 2-out hit.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way into center field.
Jimmy Rollins will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
First pitch on the way. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. 1-0 on the way. That's inside. 2-0.
Now on 2-0, we've got a fastball count, and we've got a good fastball hitter. That might spell some trouble if he indeed gets one out over the plate.
Hitters count 2-0. And this is hit well towards the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Miguel Ramirez will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Here's the first offering. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1. Comes set. Now the pitch. To the right side, and that's going to get through. It's a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Miguel Ramirez just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer, and as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
And you know, Matt, nothing can quite prepare you for this kind of moment. Of course, as a player, you always expect to do well, and in your head, you've got a certain idea of what it's going to feel like, but there's quite a difference between imagining how it's going to feel and then actually getting that first hit.
Ken Giles will get the call here in a big spot as he inherits a bases-loaded jam with 2 men out.
Number 53, Ken Giles. Now catching and batting in the 9th spot, number 37, Cameron Rupp.
Jock Peterson will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 31, Jock Peterson.
Now's our chance. Let's go. Someone in the bleachers. Here we go.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Come on, guys. Don't blow it.
He's set. Now the pitch. Swinging a high bouncer to short. Barehanded at his knees. On to first, and the Dodgers come up with nothing as that ends the inning. Dodgers leave them loaded, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Joel Peralta come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Chase Darno will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Right fielder, Chase Darno.
Oh, he'll swing at anything. Throw it anywhere.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And the pitch. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and bounced to Rollins at short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, catcher, Cameron Rupp.
Cameron Rupp will get his first opportunity now. First pitch coming. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Doggy dog. Here, doggy dog. Here.
Now here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now.
Let's go. Let's go.
The pitch. And he lays off the 0-2 splitter. 1-2 now. Now the veteran deals on 1-2. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. And a swing and a miss here. And the first two are dispatched to begin the ninth.
Right over the top here with the four-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him in the letters.
Here's Ben Revere as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Here's the 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. Just fire that thing in there.
Now the 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He can go just about anywhere from here.
2 out, nobody on.
Come on now, let's get a K right here.
1-2. And he reaches out for one and may have chased it as this is skied into the air to straightaway center. Ramirez is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, but they lead it 4-1. Jonathan Papelbon is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 58, Jonathan Papelbon.
Howie Kendrick will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
Second baseman, Howie Kendrick.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that's off his leg on the mound. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Justin Turner will try and erase his 0 for 4 in the ball game. First pitch to him. And that misses, ball 1. Now the 1-0 pitch. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Here's Papelbon's 1-1. A little bit outside. 2-1. He's ready now. The pitch. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. Revere will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
That ball was hit well, and it might have been a different story if he pulled it. Instead, he hit it to the big part of the ballpark, and he's retired.
Adrian Gonzalez will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. First pitch coming. And he starts him out with a splitter for a called strike. Cole Hamels in line for the victory should the lead hold. As a look, now the pitch. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2.
Let's go in.
The 0-2 now from Papelbon.
Nope, that's down.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
So 1-2 with one away. And there's a pitch Gonzalez takes, and we're back even at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
What was that? That's right.
Here's the 2-2 home. Now a ball hit back up the middle. Look at this. Utley for one. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
And how about that for putting an exclamation point on a victory? Just a super play there to record the final out with some style.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, we were treated to an excellent pitching performance in this one by the gentleman you see right here, Cole Hamels. Strike opposed, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few